Alright, I am back with another Destiny 2 video. We knew today's TWAB was going to be a big one because we only have 2 of these left until Season 17, and we literally know nothing about Season 17, so it's time to start getting some information. This is the Iron Banner TWAB, which includes other stuff from PvP 2, like the new map and a returning mode, so we will just get into it. This week at Bungie, we think it's time to talk about Iron Banner, check out the new PvP map, and introduce the cosplay Cosmodrome. Trust us, it's really cool. Lord Saladin continues to show why he has the metal to inspire the likes of people like Zavala. His inner strength has once more become a vital part of the evolving Destiny 2 narrative, and the team thought that it was high time that his Iron Banner event reflected his resurgence in the story. That and Rift is back, baby, alongside a brand new map. This is the first since Shadowkeep, is it? It's like it's over 2 years for sure. Is it 3 years? I don't know, but it's definitely the first new map, like not reprise map, since I think Shadowkeep. Crazy. We also have a nifty new initiative we're calling Cosmic Cosmodrome, and an update from our specialist team that has been digging deep into the perplexing world of emails. All right, but first, Iron Banner. Let the Iron Banner shape you. Season 17 is just over the horizon, and we've talked extensively about weapon changes, Gambit tweaks, and more. What are they doing with Gambit? I don't remember what they're changing with Gambit. Okay, whatever. With the events of Season of the Risen showing Lord Saladin in a new role, it seems fitting that there be a few changes to Iron Banner as well. I wonder if he's like definitely a part of the story in Season 17, and if these changes come with some sort of like actual narrative, given that he's now running Iron Banner with the Cabal. I'm curious about that. That didn't really happen when we got the Trials initiative, like when they reshaped Trials, but I don't know, it seems like it could happen. Not that it'll be like the focus of the whole season or anything, but I don't know, I'm wondering if they'll mention it. Here to talk about what's next, including the return of Rift and core philosophies that surround modes like Iron Banner, is Bungie's own principal designer, Alan Blaine. Alan, hey there, it's a funny story. When we were looking for the first thing for the newly formed Rituals team to focus on and make an impact, we had originally aimed at refreshing Iron Banner. Then, the first Hake Casino weekend happened, and we pivoted to Trials of Osiris and started on what would become the Season of the Lost revamp. Oh great, so the Hake people are the reason we got the Trials reworked before Iron Banner. 9 months later, and here we are, back at Iron Banner, jeez. Oh, they need a bigger PvP team. Okay, Iron Banner is a celebration of PvP for everyone. We want people playing every day, playing with their friends, wearing their flaming Iron Banner armor, and using Iron Banner weapons. When you land in the tower, you want to feel different and special, same as our annual events like the Dawning or Festival of the Lost. Oh, okay, so they're going to do more than just have Saladin's little station up there. They're going to like actually decorate the whole tower. All right. Iron Banner is one of our core entry points for adding new and different ideas into the Crucible. Interesting. We love the hunt aspect of control, even if it has snowballing issues. What if we did the same thing with other modes? What about if we add new modes? Lower the barriers and widen the funnel for players. Everyone should be able to play Iron Banner and access the core reward paths, new lights, and Destiny 1 Alpha veterans alike. We want core rewards that are focused on team play and participation, not just winning matches and skillful play. Those should accelerate rewards rather than lock them off. Okay, so are they going to do not power level doesn't matter anymore? Like, that's always been very stupid. I've always hated power level matters in PvP. It's just, PvP is already hard to balance. Like, you don't need power level being in PvP. That should not be in either Trials or Iron Banner, if you ask me. But they didn't say that yet, so we'll see. Without further ado, here's what's next. Picture this: when you first land in the tower in Season 17 for Iron Banner, you'll notice something new. What's that music? Oh my god, it's Brachus Forge. Upon landing, you will see players clustered up around the area where Eva Levante, aka Space Grandma, usually stands. But instead of the usual festive decorations, it's all smoke and fire. Guardians gather around in all manner of flaming armor. In the middle stands Lord Saladin, now known as Brachus Forge. Okay, so he's moving. So he's going in like Eva Levante's front and center spot for the full week. Here we go. Power level in PvP has always been confusing to new players and, you know, everybody, because it's stupid. And it's quite different than normal Crucible. We want the mode to be open to more players, so power level is now disabled in Iron Banner. Good job. To clarify, power level will still be active in Trials of Osiris as the PvP endgame mode. Whatever. I mean, I don't think it needs it, but yeah. We also know that having Iron Banner be control for the last few years has grown a little stale for some, so for Season 17 we are bringing back an old favorite, Rift. More on the mode itself later in the TWAB, but our intention is to switch out the Iron Banner mode every season. I was just going to say, we pretty much knew this from earlier today with Liana's hints, that Rift is coming back, and they've said it was coming back before. I don't know. My initial thought to this was like, I don't know if it's the best idea to like bring back Rift and have that immediately be alongside the new revamped Iron Banner, but I don't know. The more that I'm thinking about it, like, if we know now, if they're saying that it's going to rotate every season, like doing one season that's just Rift, like as long as Iron Banner isn't Rift for like, I don't know, 2 years or something, and that's the only place Rift exists, I think that's an okay idea and a good way to like kind of test modes, because they'll be active for like a week and then off for 2 weeks and on, like, yeah, we'll see. More on the mode later in the TWAB, but our intention is to switch out the Iron Banner mode every season. Sometimes it might be a brand new or returning mode. Sometimes it might be an interesting twist on an existing mode. All right, I'm curious to see what that means. So it won't just be control with the Wolf Unleashed thing, or whatever it's called. Unleash the wolves, release the wolves. Hunt the wolf hunt. You know what I mean. I am curious if there are what situations in like Rift Iron Banner would create the flaming armor or the flaming weapon bonuses that you get during the hunt. Earning rewards. Iron Banner tokens will be removed starting in Season 17, and those will be replaced by a similar ranking system like in the Saint 14 and Shax. Earn Iron Engrams while ranking up, and unlock cosmetic rewards and materials for your time playing. Cosmetic rewards, that could be anything. It could be an emblem or a ghost, or maybe those armor ornaments that they took away and they never came back again. But it's not just the reward track that's changing. Saladin is also getting full focusing implementation as well. Yes, that is absolutely a must. Iron Banner has had the worst loot farm in the game for several years now. Players will be able to convert Iron Engrams into any current Iron Banner weapons or armor set that they have earned previously for a cost with in-game materials. In future seasons, we'll be looking at adding more, including Legacy Iron Banner gear and cosmetics. Bring me the ornaments. Alright, to break it down simply, here is how the revamped Iron Banner reputation will work. Play matches with each match earning more toward Iron Banner reputation. Win matches to earn a small bonus based on your current Iron Banner rank. Wear Iron Banner armor or just as ornaments on your non-Iron Banner gear. Oh, that's great. I love that. That's really cool. And I assume this can be any set. And equip Iron Banner weapons to max out your gear multiplier at 200%. Oh, so, okay. Only Iron Banner weapons, huh? That's a little limiting, but sure, whatever. 5 total. Oh, okay. So I assume the weapons count toward that. So you have 8 slots, and you'd only need 5 total. So you could still have an exotic, and you could still have 2 exotics. So you really need just 4 pieces and a weapon, 1 weapon. All right, that's not bad. 5 total pieces must be equipped. Though remember, this includes Iron Banner armor and ornaments. Complete the daily Iron Banner challenges to tack on 100%. So is this armor? I think it's armor. We'll see. Complete the Iron Banner challenges to tack on 100% to your challenge multiplier for the rest of the week. Yes, this means for each challenge. Use an Iron Banner emblem for an additional 10% emblem multiplier. All modifiers will be listed on the screen seen below. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is like, the rank is just, you will accelerate through the ranks faster by equipping all that stuff. Gear equipped, challenges completed. I'm curious what the challenges will be. Okay, well, here we go. Daily challenges. For the first 4 days of each Iron Banner week, Guardians will unlock a new daily challenge. These challenges unlock each day, whether you complete them or not. So if you log in on a Friday, you can do them all in succession if you want to. That's good. Rewards will also stack reputation bonuses for the remainder of the week alongside a Pinnacle Iron Engram. The weekly bounties that typically award Pinnacles have been depreciated appropriately to balance out this change. All right, becoming an Iron Lord. Is that the title? It's not easy or cheesy being an Iron Lord, so there should be something a little extra spicy to reflect that hard work. With these new Iron Banner reworkings, a new seal and title will also be available to earn. Don't expect this one to be a simple or an easy grab. Being an Iron Lord is no joke. It requires dedication, gumption, and some spiffy gear. To set expectation for this new seal and title, Iron Lord hopefuls. All right, so I assume it's just literally Iron Lord. Okay, fine. I was wrong. I wanted Wolfsbane. Can expect to spend around 15 to 20 hours to unlock this flare. That's not terrible. Some of the more hardcore players can unlock this in a week if focused, but we expect most players will need a second week, maybe even a second season. Intrepid Iron Lords will be able to gild the title in Season 18. Becoming a Young Wolf. Oh, okay. New quest, who dis? For anyone that may be scratching their head at some of these changes, Lord Saladin will offer a brand new quest that will introduce all of these features and demonstrate how they work. You only have to run it through once per account, but with this reset, we wanted to get everyone the same introduction. Even Iron Banner veterans will need to do this. In fact, you'll need to start this quest to even access the Iron Banner node. To even out this change and to welcome the new quest, we will no longer be producing the seasonal Iron Banner quest, which brings us to our next point. Yeah, I don't really like that quest anyway, so that's fine. Saladin hangs his out to lunch, be back in 15 minutes sign. Due to his increased responsibilities on Keitel's War Council, he now runs Iron Banner in the tower just twice a season. Because Iron Banner will be more in line with those annual events, you'll never see Iron Banner run during those festivities. For Season 17, Iron Banner will run during these times. Week 2, May 31st. Week 8, July 12th. That's not very much. I get that they want it to be more like an annual event, but whew, that is very concentrated playtime. How many times a season is it now? It's at least 3 or 4, right? I guess it depends on the season length, but that's all right. Interesting. All right, Rift is back. If you're like us, Rift is a very special place in that PvP playing heart of yours. We're excited to bring back the staple, but for those that may be new to what this is, here's what you need to know. Rift is an objective-based Crucible mode that plays more like a game of soccer or rugby, but with pew-pew weapons and no passing, then it's Clash. Teams of Guardians will attempt to take the spark from the middle of the map to the base of the enemy team and dunk it into the enemy rift. One dunk equals 1 point. The first to make it 5 points or have the upper hand by the 10-minute mark wins. So it's essentially like neutral flag, capture the flag for those of you who did not play Rift before. A spark appears in the center of the map a few seconds after the match starts, or a point is scored and can be picked up by interacting with it for a couple seconds. Spark itself is a buff that allows full weapon and ability usage aside from super. For the first 5 seconds after picking up the spark or a few seconds after taking damage, both teams receive a waypoint for the spark holder. After that, the waypoint only remains for the spark holder's own team, making the spark holder for your team, marking the spark holder for the teammates is important. If you die while carrying the spark, it drops to the ground where you died or nearby if the spot is not navigable. If you hold onto the spark too long, it detonates. That's the difference. Not capture the flag in that sense. Team resurrections are enabled in Rift, so make sure and help your teammates if you're in the middle of a push. I don't remember if these were all the old rules or not, or if you're playing defense. There are no points for kills, just for spark dunks, so playing the objective is the key. When Rift is in Iron Banner, the hunt is on. Oh, there we go. When your team has the spark. When the music intensifies, it's time to score. So, like, the hunt will be on 50% of the time, essentially. There are several ways to extend matches past the time limit. Continuation. At the end of regulation time, if the current spark holder could change the outcome of the match, either the game is tied or the current spark holder is down to 1 point. The match continues until the current spark holder drops the spark or scores. Sudden death multi-spark. If there's a tie after the game is up, the game enters a 90-second overtime where 3 sparks spawn in midfield. Who will be the first to score? Chaos reigns. Where does this go? Okay, perfect. After the sudden death timer is up, sparks dropping on death and any sparks on the ground are removed. As soon as the last spark is eliminated without a score, the match ends in a tie. We have had a ridiculous amount of fun testing and tuning the mode internally. It plays so very differently than anything we have in Crucible right now. It is available during the 2 weeks of Iron Banner. During Season 17, it will be available as a rotator in the main Crucible playlist in Season 18. Yeah, kind of weird to just have, like, Rift come back and have it be 2 weeks out of the entire season. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I get that it's just for this season, but yeah, I feel like people are going to want to play it more than that in theory, so we'll see. Someone say new map. In addition to Rift's triumphant return, we also created a brand new map specifically designed for this game mode. It is one of our largest maps yet, but features areas that are made from different combat styles, particularly short, mid, and long-range combat. So there's a Rift-specific map, but I assume it will be able to be played in other things too. The map is called Disjunction, and it is a symmetric map with a base on either end, 3 lanes with plenty of crossovers, and large backfields. It takes place in the swampy pyramid area of Savathun's throne world, so expect lots of many-butted horses, transparent blown glass, and Art Deco designs. I wondered what zone they said there was going to be from a biome we haven't had yet. That could have been like, I don't know, Europa, so I'm not super surprised it's this, but that's cool. Disjunction will be available on day 1 for all the modes, 6v6, 3v3, free-for-all, and Iron Banner. Other Crucible changes. Season 17 is bringing back Zone Control to Crucible. Zone Control, for anyone that might not be familiar, is a 6v6 mode like Control, only that Guardians don't get any points for kills. This is intentional because someone matching with random players can result in disjointed team play that can obscure objective focus. To keep all eyes on the objective, players will get points every 15 seconds if their zone is in their control. So it is very much more diving into a defensive area control game that will allow players to highlight various skills and abilities rather than just focusing on landing that headshot. Is this replacing control, or is it just in addition to control? Each waypoint is a timer that shows when points are being awarded in addition to which team currently owns it. Because this is a team effort mode, solo capping takes 22.5 seconds. Wow. Versus having a full fire team, which is 7.5. Stronger Together isn't just said because we like Saladin's voice actor. Cap all zones and dramatic music will intensify. Spooky. Like with everything in the game, we're always looking for feedback, especially as we continue making tweaks to the PvP experience. Zone control will be launched via a new Crucible Labs node starting in week 5. Okay, so it's not replacing control. It will be available to the end of the season, with the exception of when Iron Banner is live. Hit us with that feedback, but just remember, stay together. In addition to what's new, we are making some tuning changes to existing Crucible modes, and that should be good. Control. Team gains 1 point per participant when capturing a zone rather than 1 flat point. This is how it was in Destiny 1. Okay. Elimination. Time limit is lowered to 90 seconds like Trials. Mayhem. Points for super kills increased. Increased score target. Decreased time limit to 7 minutes. Rumble. Increased time limit to 10 minutes. Showdown. Increased round score targets to 15. What's 10? There's still a few more things. Still with me? Good. On to Gambit. Gambit reputation. Oh yeah, these are the Gambit changes that they mentioned that I didn't know about. With the updates to the Gambit mode, with the launch of the Witch Queen, Gambit matches are taking about 60 seconds longer per match than the Beyond Light version, while still being a few minutes shorter than either Forsaken Era Gambit or Gambit Prime. Axles were... Oh, even Gambit Prime, really? We also noticed that the Gambit reputation gain rate has dropped behind both Crucible and Vanguard. Yeah. What about the Banshee rep? Do we want to look at that one maybe too? Okay. So we wanted to make some adjustments to bring Gambit back in line after making a similar set of adjustments for Vanguard at the start of Season 16. We increased the base reputation gain for a match to 75, up from 50. We increased the value of each streak to 20 per streak, up from 15. All right. This increases the top-end reputation gain on a win on a 5 streak during Mythic Legend ranks to 250 match, up from 200 on the low end to 75 from 50. Overall gain should be around 25% faster just from this change. Ritual reputation streak balancing. Speaking of streaks, we've been listening to your feedback on the activity streak system that has been used for the last 2 seasons, and we've made a few adjustments for the seasons ahead. The activity streak now takes the sum of streak values across the 4 reputations and adjusts them to a maximum of 5 total. If you complete a match that would bring the sum of these over 5, it subtracts a point from the streak of every ritual besides the one you just played. More importantly, entering any non-ritual activity has no effects. Okay, example, you play 5 Crucible matches, you have a streak value of Crucible of 5. You play a Gambit match, now you have Gambit 1, Crucible 4. So this is instead of breaking your streak altogether. So if you just play a couple of Gambit games and then go back, so like it saves it. So it's not just like erasing your streaks when you do everything. So that's good. Grandmaster Rejoin. Last week, some exciting news for all those conquerors, the bad connections. Starting in Season 17, if you get error-coded out of a match made Nightfall, any level, you will now rejoin after login. Oh, that's awesome. They've really needed that. Well, in the state, you won't be able to change builds or equipment in the game, the app, or any third-party websites. Good things. All right. Eververse changes. We want to keep players in the loop when there are any changes to Eververse, both big and small. In Season 17, Bright Dust acquisition from bounties and challenges will be the same as Season 16, but we are adding a voluntary option for rank purchases. Okay. Much like in Season 16, rank purchasing will be available starting in Week 3. In addition, we will be offering a new rank package that includes 10 season ranks that you can only purchase once a season, available in the Eververse Seasons tab on the first day of Season 17. There will be an option of the Season Pass plus 10 ranks for 2,000 silver, or a standalone option of 10 ranks for 1,000 silver if you already own a season. Okay. Whichever option you go with, the 10 ranks can only be purchased once per account each season. This is like kind of what Fortnite does, where you can like buy the first X amount of levels. So I don't know. This won't affect me. I'm not gonna. You can just bounty stack and get 10 season ranks instantly if you want, if not more. Cosplay Trump. I tweeted about this earlier. They're doing a cosplay contest, which a bunch of cosplayers that are making Savathine costumes. That should be interesting. This is how to get Bungie emails if you're not getting them. So you can check that out if you want. This probably is not that interesting to read. Player support, turning your Iron Banner tokens, turn your etheric spirals, vendors rewards are resetting. Known issues. The Way of the Clay Bounty only progresses when using deep sight weapons. Huh. The heavy-handed mod doesn't work with unique exotic weapons. Alright, well, nothing super major there. And then we have Movie of the Week. Art of the Week. That's cool. I like that outfit. This is really good. Alright. New map, new ways to play some PvP action, cosplayers from all over the world showing their love of the craft. Not a bad week, if you do say so ourselves, which we are saying ourselves, because we just said it. Anyway, until next week, stay hydrated, stay kind, and for the love of God, Titans, get it together. Guardian Games are live, we can't let Hunters take the W this time. DMG and Cosmo rally for Hunters, Sam rallies for Warlocks. DMG's been Warlock this season, hasn't he? And I'm holding the bunker down for my fellow Titans. Let's get the bag, beefy boys. Nope, go Warlocks. Warlocks should win. I'm a Warlock, even though I'm not playing super much. I'm going to do a Platinum run tomorrow to get a shard. That's about it. So, anyway, that is the Iron Banner one. Interestingly, no gear mentioned here. So I guess we're just going to have to figure out what new gear is being added. I assume there's not going to be a new armor set, since I don't think it's been a year quite since we got a new Iron Banner armor set, and we're still doing the one with all the seashells and weird tryptophobic things on them. We've gotten a good amount of new Iron Banner weapons lately. I'm just curious if there's going to be like 2 more, or like 4 more, or like a whole bunch more because they're doing this rework, or what's going on there. I would assume a minimum of 2. They didn't talk about new Iron Banner weapons in like one of the past ones, did they? I don't think they did. Rift sounds cool. I'm really excited to play Rift. It is going to be a little weird that when Rift comes back, we can only play it for 2 weeks out of a 3-month season. I don't know about that decision, or the decision really to only have Iron Banner for 2 weeks total out of a 3-month season. I don't know. I'm sure they have the reasons for that, but I think they just want to make it like more of a holiday and make sure everyone is like hardcore grinding it out during that specific time. But it does, yeah, I don't know. That's very rare. Unlike, Trials is every weekend, things like that. So I guess we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that is the Iron Banner TWAB. No hints about Arc or Solar 3.0 that I saw in there. That has to be, maybe it'll be its standalone thing, maybe it'll be the next TWAB, but there's only one more left, and we don't know anything, even the element, about what is happening. I'm assuming it's Solar, that's like the prevailing theory, but I guess we'll find out. Hopefully a week from today, if not sooner. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later.